Have you ever been anxious about Tesla's Q for results, specifically its stock price, deliveries, and profit, given the state of the market? It's absurd to predict what the automaker will do given its continuous battle with inflation, growing competition, and indications of declining demand. It makes sense if you believe that Tesla will perform exceptionally well in the latter quarter of this year, and there are several reasons why this could occur. There are a lot of intriguing updates that indicate Tesla will continue to post impressive numbers this quarter, so stay tuned until the very end. This is one you really don't want to miss. Welcome back to All That Tesla Stock, everyone. Your worries are nearly the same as those of many other Tesla investors. If you have been anxious about the company's Q4, but why is that? In addition to dealing with a very difficult market, the automaker stock is currently trading at a low price, which has many investors wondering if there will be a glimmer of hope in the near future. There are still some encouraging indications that Tesla will continue to expand through 2023, even though different expectations on the company's Q4 are likely to persist, due to a number of factors, including the production outlook, economic easing, and growing competition. What are those? To find out, you'd better watch. To stay informed about everything Tesla, click the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications before we get started. Due to supply chain problems and pandemic lockdowns in China, Tesla's second quarter profit dropped 30% from its first quarter recorded levels. In the third quarter of the year, the company also reported lower than expected earnings and delivery figures. There have been a lot of different factors dragging down Tesla's delivery figures, and it's possible that these factors will continue to linger. Tesla claims that logistical problems have seriously hampered its car deliveries. Nevertheless, Tesla's Q4 is still looking quite promising despite the challenging third quarter. The carmaker has outlined a number of strategies to increase production, both this quarter and next year. If Tesla can achieve those goals, then Tesla's Q4 production for EVs could put the EV maker on track to meet Musk's target of 1.4 million potential units for 2022. These production plans could see Tesla blow past projected growth in the global automobile market by nearly a factor of 10 in 2023, with an increase of 50% for the year. At Tesla's 2020 annual shareholder meeting in August, Musk predicted that the firm hoped to reach a production run rate of 2 million vehicles per year by the end of 2022 and will continue developing plans to meet these production objectives very soon. Among other initiatives, Tesla stated in a filing that it anticipated continuing to prioritize battery development, all of which were in line with its business strategy and goal. According to Tesla, growing margins through increased volumes is essential to the company's long-term success. The fact that Tesla has risen to the top of the automobile sector in terms of operating margin contributes to some of its optimism. The manufacturer makes more money per car than any other automaker in the world. This was recently demonstrated by Tesla, which in the second quarter of last year made more than 3 times as much money as Toyota, along with a ramp-up of its newer, larger, and more costly factories in Texas and Germany. Tesla's Q4 forecast also outlines an ambitious goal to produce nearly 495 Model Es and Model 3 South, the automakers to models that account for 95% of its output. The business intends to significantly increase global production of its best-selling Model Y and Model 3 electric vehicles in Q4 of this year. Next year, it hopes to build on this growth by increasing output from its new factories. Tesla expects production in Austin to jump to nearly 101,000 units by the end of the third quarter of next year, a huge improvement from the production struggles in late May, when Musk said the new factories in Texas and Germany were losing billions of dollars, comparing them to giant money furnaces. The automaker revealed recently that its focused investments, worth around $1 billion in capital expenditures, were heavily aimed at these gigafactories during the second quarter of 2022. Similarly, Musk expressed his belief that Tesla may someday run up to 10 or 12 gigafactories worldwide. During the company's annual shareholder meeting, Tesla's CEO recently stated that expansion plans for Tesla's Texas Gigafactory will include extra green area that may blossom into a kind of ecological paradise. The updated application increased the site's development limits by 12 acres and provided 522,720 square feet of space for Tesla's electric vehicle manufacturing. A majority of the variables that support Tesla's Q for growth prediction rely on success at these new plants, which are projected to increase the company's innovation, safety record, and performance, while also providing benefits over internal combustion automakers. For the automaker's Gigafactory Berlin, Tesla is expected to have a similar ramp up from 51,000 next quarter to over 90,000 by the quarter ending September 2023. Tesla's production forecast, if achieved, will put the EV maker on track to meet Musk's production goals for the coming quarter and place the company near the scale of German luxury automakers like BMW by the end of 2023. Since 2018, Tesla's fourth quarter deliveries have consistently outpaced those of the other quarters of the year. The automaker's Q for deliveries in 2018 were 90,700 vehicles, 8% more than its previous all-time high. Similarly, Tesla delivered 180,570 vehicles in Q for 2020, which was an increase over the prior first quarter's 139,300 deliveries. Tesla's estimated production of 1.59 million Model 3 South through the first 3 quarters of next year will keep them on track in 2023, when they are forecast to sell over 2.1 million EVs. This also includes internal combustion vehicle comparisons, which will make Tesla greater than Volkswagen's Audi brand and close to BMW's 2021 sales of the 0.5 million vehicles. Musk has claimed previously that Tesla had a good chance of meeting those rates, aiming for 40,000 vehicles per week before the year's end. Even if the company couldn't accomplish this goal because of tighter market conditions this year, Tesla can attain and maintain that production through the first quarter of 2023. Higher production figures will help Tesla outperform projections from experts like Wedbush Securities' Dan Ives, who estimates 2023 deliveries of the million EVs, up from 1.39 million this year. However, while it is bullish to forecast improved Q for production, it's crucial to note that the recent dip in Tesla demand could not be wholly deceptive. One of the biggest markets in the world, China, is where the manufacturer is probably going to reduce output. Recent reports state that Tesla intends to reduce December Model Y production at its Shanghai facility by over 20% compared to the previous month, despite the fact that Tesla, like other manufacturers, is susceptible to erratic economic situations. The market appears to consistently underestimate the company's intrinsic instability. Economic concerns are a concern for Tesla's anticipated output growth, and Musk has brought up this issue in relation to the slowing global market expansion, particularly in China, the largest car market in the world, where Tesla is up against fierce competition. In June, Musk told Tesla executives he had a bad feeling about the economy and was already considering workforce cuts. Investors in Tesla, however, can only hope that the company keeps up its current production levels in China and other locations. In spite of these worries, it wouldn't be shocking to see significant increases in Tesla production from Austin and Berlin, according to certain EV analysts at Auto Forecast Solutions. As those plants have been operating below capacity, they say a lot of the new volume will come from Berlin and Austin, who will find their rhythm next year. However, they pointed out that since their company doesn't yet have Tesla at that level, this estimate does not yet bring the company's sales for 2023 above 2 million vehicles. They think supply chain problems are still plaguing the EV market, which would pose a challenge for Tesla. Even after the automaker recently increased the plant's capacity, a number of optimistic Tesla investors still anticipate that production in Shanghai will plateau in 2023. Should investors in Tesla have high hopes for Q4 results? Tell us below. Feel free to tap on the next video on your screen to learn more about what Tesla has been up to in The last few days. I'll see you there.